second. I don't even know if y'all can hear me or not, to tell the truth. Oh, y'all can hear me. Alright, y'all. I have been gone for an exorbitant amount of time. And I'm here to play a little Madden. My review, Mike and I review came out for it today. So, I will refer y'all to watch the episode so you can see what we're talking about.
Welcome to Madden NFL 20. Here you can try the all-new QB1 face of the franchise or enjoy classic Madden with Madden Ultimate Team, franchise, or a quick pickup game in exhibition.
There's really nothing spectacular about this game. I'm really not a big sports fan. Now, I was able to play this on Xbox, and that's how I gave the review. Madden to me it's a very stale game. I wish I had Mark in here, because he brought up some good points as well. So we could talk about it. Let me give him a call and see if he would log in so we can discuss some of this stuff.
Hello, everyone.
Good with
It's the coach. Welcome. All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead bragging rights
you feel like getting on PlayStation?
Of the AFC and the NFC in the 2019 NFL.
You feel like getting on the PS4 and doing some commentary with me so we can talk about Madden a little bit?
How we gonna do that?
Well, the only thing you gotta do is I'm gonna make a party and you just join in. Or if you want to play around the Madden, we can do a share play, and you can play it to check it out.
What I'm trying to figure out, I don't even know if I still got a PlayStation account.
But you can still chat though. Well, see if you do, and then just send me a party invite.
Alright, let me check my PlayStation status real quick. I hit you right back.
Alright then. Later. Alright, so while we're waiting on Mark.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The AFC heading out on offense, and leading him is number 15 from the Kansas City Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, in his first ever Pro Bowl.
Get your tux, get your best suit. Let's head to the red carpet. NFL Honors is coming up, and he will be the heavy favorite to be the NFL MVP. And let's face it, we'll see him here at the Pro Bowl many times to come in future years.
On first down, Mahomes. And he finds his Chiefs teammate, Travis Kelce. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 24 yards. For Patrick Mahomes, what a season he had. First as a full-time starter, and he goes over 5,000 yards, 50 touchdowns, and rewarded with his first Pro Bowl.
And think about, if you're in Kansas City, the organization, the team, the city, how well are you set up for future years with that youngster as your quarterback? Not only are the guys on the team excited about it, think about free agents. Think about where they might want to play. If you're a free agent receiver, you're thinking Kansas City.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. A first-time Pro Bowler. Here's James Conner of the Steelers. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pick up of 7.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On second down now, it's Conner. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. Mahomes going to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ryan Kerrigan with a sack, the former first-round pick in 2017.
Well, that was point-counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And that is caught. What a grab at the 8. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now third and goal. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing.
And he will score. Touchdown AFC. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the AFC takes it all the way down the field to score on their opening drive. So the AFC, remember, of course, they won the last couple years here in Orlando and off to a good start in this one.
Yeah, how about that? The first touchdown of this game. How many more do we expect to see?
Hopefully a lot. I want offense in this ball game.
I don't think there's any question about it. Rarely do you get defensive struggles in the Pro Bowl.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The NFC offense taking the field, being led in blue by the NFL's all-time passing leader. 12th Pro Bowl nomination for the great QB from New Orleans, Drew Brees.
And you and I both know that this is not easy for him. It's fun to play football at any time, but you know he'd rather be preparing for the Super Bowl and still trying to get that missed call out of his head that may have prevented his Saints from getting there.
Brees and the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Working from the gun, it's Brees. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. For Drew Brees, this his 12th Pro Bowl nomination, though he hasn't played all 12 years, but still, what a career and what a season. And to do it at this age, unbelievable.
Not too bad for a guy who turned 40 the week leading up to the NFC Championship game. He keeps himself in such superb physical condition and still loves everything that goes along with football. He may play till he's 60.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Charles, this the 2019 Pro Bowl. The AFC's won both games that have been played here in Orlando since they moved it here. Both have been competitive, 20-13 2 seasons ago, in the last year in 2018. It was 24-23 the final.
Yeah, and 2 years ago, Travis Kelce, Lorenzo Alexander were the game MVPs, offense and defense respectively. And then last year, Delaney Walker of the Titans, their tight end, he won it on offense, and Von Miller of the Broncos won it on defense.
Brees now gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. Well, he was so good throwing the football on 3rd down during the regular season. Why wouldn't it carry over here to the Pro Bowl?
Sometimes that's just who you are, right? If you're good at something, as you said, during the regular season, so what?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Mike, ready? Yellow lady, yellow lady.
On play action, now Brees. Looking left sideline, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brees. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep for the AFC, the Jets' Andre Roberts. Michael Dixon of the Seahawks on to punt for the NFC. Back deep for the AFC, the Jets' Andre Roberts. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Back out is the AFC offense. Well, we can continue to talk Pro Bowl as we go along, but let's talk a little Super Bowl. Super Bowl 53, 1 week from today over in Atlanta, New England taking on the Rams. Time for your Super Bowl prediction, CD. What do you think?
Well, everyone thinks defense when they think the New England Patriots, but in the time that they've had their head coach and their quarterback, Tom Brady, guess what? They're the #1 offensive team in the NFL. And you know the Rams are high flyers as well.
It's a foot race. The 30, 10, 5, touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 95 yards. And the AFC strikes quickly there for 6. That's what we want right there, CD. It's a Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes. It doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays are what we're all looking for.
Welcome to the stream, man. I know I haven't streamed for a long, long time. I was looking at the last time that I did a stream, it was the
extra point now coming from Myers.
The Division 2 demo.
And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The NFC offense heading back onto the field. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Breeze. Ertz over the middle. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Breeze, one of the best ever in these situations as he's trying to get his guys set. And he will find his Saints teammate Michael Thomas complete. Breeze to his Saints teammate Thomas for the NFC first. Breeze now to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. You look back a few years ago, Charles, when the Pro Bowl did that 3-year experimentation. I know you're a traditionalist. You like AFC versus NFC.
Yes, I do.
But for the games 2014, 15, and 16, they tried something a little different. They held essentially a fantasy draft for players. Year 1, it was Jerry Rice, Deion Sanders as captains. Year 2, Michael Irvin.
So welcome to the stream, man. If y'all, I am not
matching up against Jerry Rice.
I'm not a real big sports fan.
Every single one of those guys.
If you don't know who I am.
All of them in the Pro Football Hall
I'm Fred by half of the game of show.
To be the captains and
we did our review on
I see you're playing your favorite football game, Energy Drink.
All about that.
Yeah, right. Mike and I are not real big sports fans, so we did our review, and it came out today of Madden. And if anybody's that's watching, you have a PlayStation 4 and you want to share play, I'm willing to do a share play tonight. If you want, if you're undecided on if you want to play this, here's Mark. Hello.
You know, they held it there from 80 till 09, and again for a handful of years in this decade before the last three being here in Orlando.
And there's something to be said.
I think you can still chat though.
For getting to go to Hawaii. Imagine being named a Pro
Bowler and
going home and telling your family, we're headed to Hawaii for a vacation. But think about going to Orlando, especially if you've got kids. All the theme parks, all the great things to do, plus not nearly as long a flight no matter where you come from in the United States. I think it's a big deal and a good thing to have it here in Orlando.
Now it's
so like I said, Mike and I are not
with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Real big
so even though it's
sports fans. I think Mike is watching actually.
Trying to get three before halftime. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt.
The way we feel about Madden is that,
and they will indeed get on the board here.
You know, you got to watch the review.
13-3.
I would ask you to watch the review first, and then come back.
Bailed his team out time and again.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna put the link to the review inside the chat. I'll put the link in here. Oh, Mike, if you go on there, if you go on our YouTube page, you'll see that Intruders is on there. So y'all can watch that joint tonight if y'all want. That's that movie about the dude that damn, Madden we got 22 reviews off that one. Yeah, Intruders is on
Already
there.
Watch it.
Oh, you did? Alright, that's the link.
URL.
Or there you go. So that's the link to the video if y'all want to check out our review. But this is the thing. Let me turn this down. This is the thing. Madden and all sports games, we feel are just DLCs. Right? And the reason why we say that is because although Madden looks good this year, I'm not going to lie. You know, the players are a little bit bigger. The cinematics are a lot better than what they were before. It's just that it's really the same game. When you're playing it in this view, it just looks like last year and the year before that. You know what I'm saying? So why not charge me a base price, right? Charge me a base price, and then every year just charge me like 20, 30 bucks or something like that. Well, not even 30 bucks, like $10, you know, something like that.
Okay,
for
Brandon,
roster.
thanks very much. Boy,
why would you have to keep paying $60 or right now like $70 or $100 for a game that a lot of people feel
both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume
it's just a carbon copy of last year's. You know what I'm saying? So why not do that? Okay, for the people that don't have Madden, that has not invested in Madden, yeah, okay, charge them that one flat fee. I can see 60. I can even see $70, right? But I can see the $70 price mark if every year you're going to have like $10 DLCs or season pass, right? Just do a Madden and then a season pass, because this is the problem that you have, right? Everybody wants Madden, but everybody can't get Madden. And then you want to have like, you know, tournaments online and play with your friends. Well, if you aren't able to afford this year's Madden, and your buddy is, you can't play Madden with your buddy because you don't have Madden 20. You still have Madden 19. So your buddy would have to, if he does have it, he has to go back to Madden 19 just so he can play with you. You understand? So I don't think that is fair in a sense where the game stays the same. If you look at the turf, if you look at the players, if you look at the crowd, the field, it's the same. And we're talking about CD-based games. We're talking about software-based games. These games aren't like it was a couple of game generations ago where you go buy a Super Nintendo cartridge or a Sega cartridge and then you're stuck with that particular season. But we're talking about software-based games, right? If Windows can upgrade from Windows 7 to Windows 10, how come Madden can't upgrade from Windows 9? From Madden 19 to Madden 20? It's a software update. Why would you have to keep buying the same game every year and you have no replayability on it? None. You have none. No replayability because all your friends, they don't want to play last year's game. They want to play the current year's season. They want to play with the current roster. They want to play with the assumed best graphics. And it's just not getting here. So that's why we gave Madden such a low rating. Because it's a carbon copy of the previous year. And the reason why they're doing that is they have no competition. You have no competition at all. So what was that? Sega Sports or ESPN or something.
Such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you at important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up the first
since 2K don't make
and that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back
football
there
games,
field at the 49.
They got it locked down. And then EA don't make, they don't really make good basketball games. They got that locked. So all these game developers that make all type of sports games, whether it be football, baseball, basketball, professional wrestling, any of these type games, they monopolize that series so they can hand you anything that they want the next year. Only thing they have to do is slap the current year on it, and people will go out there and buy it. This game currently right now is running $79 or $100. And then you can't get the reasonable price game until tomorrow.
You really do, but he is so good.
Come on, the games are already expensive enough. But you're talking about software-based games. We're not talking about cartridge games. We're talking about software-based games, man.
3rd and 15 here after the first and second down plays.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Madden is a good game. I will give it that. Madden is a terrific game. All that we're saying is that since they don't have competition, they really don't give you a lot. They may take away a feature this year or 2 years ago and then add it back with a twist. And that's all it really is, man. A lot of people are getting tired of Madden. That's why you don't see too many like midnight releases of Madden, and that's why you see these different price points in Madden. You see the $79 version versus the $59 version. I mean,
17 yards.
When Madden used to come out, there used to be a line at GameStop or Best Buy, and people used to go out there and, you know what I'm saying, stay out there half the night until 12 o'clock until they can get their car. Now it's not it's not where it's at no more.
Caught Kelsey, left side. And touchdown.
It's not where it's at anymore.
Travis Kelsey, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the AFC adds on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude
so that's basically
because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. that doesn't happen, it looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
When Madden had 2K to go up against, I would say that they came out with exceptional graphics, and the game was good because now you have competition. But now it's like it's nowhere where it should be right now with this current gen. I don't agree with it. Then again, you might be saying, Fred, and you and Mike, y'all not really sports fans, so y'all don't know what we're talking about. This is the thing. Even though Mike and I are not real big sports fans, we love playing video games. So we are the consumers, and we go out here and we spend our hard-earned money on these games, right? And we have the right to say what we want to say about these games. You know what I'm saying? Especially we have a platform to
Stop giving away money.
Yeah, I mean, you're right, Raider. You're absolutely right. I don't know how long you were here for, but if you watched the episode that we did on Madden, the reason why we gave it such a low rating is because this is a software-based game. So I was saying that it would be cool if EA charged one flat price for Madden, like $60. All right, that's your base price, and then every year would be a season pass. It means an updated roster, like $10. They would sell so many more copies and make so much more money than selling the same game every year. Because all it is a software update. That's all it is. And I compare that to Windows. If Windows can upgrade from Windows 7 to Windows 10, and you can still keep all your games and all your files and all your stuff like that, then these video games that make you sport games should be able to do the same. You shouldn't have to spend $70 every year. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't have to spend that type of money every year for a game that you can just do DLC with. So
a critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for
that
it
is the
on
reason.
fourth down.
You know.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
And I think we'll do that episode about
and on
that.
fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Breeze now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Breeze. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play.
Oh, nah. Because he did not drag his foot. Incomplete.
After reviewing the play.
And the challenge pays dividends. The ref overturns the play.
Everyone gets a bonus on this one, Brandon. The coach upstairs who signaled down and said challenge it, and the head coach for pulling the red flag.
Throwing now is Breeze. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Breeze to Adam Thielen for an NFC 1st down. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So it's the NFC with the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Breeze going to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Breeze to throw again. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC from 8 yards out. And the NFC able to get a bit closer. Well, we saw that tandem hook up quite a few times during the regular season, didn't we?
We certainly did, and it continues now in the Pro Bowl. You have to know that even if they didn't consciously plan it, you do try to find guys you're familiar with in a game like this.
No, that's not a touchdown. Overturn, baby.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up, it's good. That'll make the scoreline 20-10. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be secured by the AFC. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Mahomes to throw. And Hill with it over the middle. And all the way in for the touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the AFC is able to widen their advantage.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. 1 play, long touchdown pass into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's the NFC offense set to take over again. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the 4th quarter.
And how many of these guys thought going into this game, after a pretty easy week heading into it, that the pressure would ratchet up now and someone has to make a play, which means someone will have a play made against them and they'll have to live with that for the rest of the year.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Breeze escapes the sack. Pressure, and the AFC gets to him for the sack. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 15. Still on his feet. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And that will come the offense as they take over. The AFC offense making their way back out. And I tell you what, the AFC continuing their good run of form the last few years. They're under a heavy rush, and down he goes. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
On target over the middle to Hill. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown AFC. Tyreek Hill, 63 yards. And the AFC adds on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive.
Anybody watching it has a PSN account, you want to share play this drink, you're more than welcome.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense for the NFC back out there. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better.
Yeah. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Still going. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The AFC offensive unit getting set to take over. And as it looks right now, granted you have to include the years where the legends pick the squads, but this NFC team is going to have a chance to come away victorious for the first time since... And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Great play, but admittedly, the tackling in the Pro Bowl, Charles, not always the best.
I would say that they're not quite as committed to getting a guy on the ground in the Pro Bowl as maybe during the regular season and, of course, in the playoffs. But still, heck of an individual effort there on that run.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And they're able to up the lead by one more. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The NFC offense heading back onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. To throw, it's Breeze. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and that will write a finish to this ball game. So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory?
Bottom line, nobody appeared to be seriously hurt. That's the first thing we look for in this game. Well played, a lot of fun, a lot of excitement. I think that everyone's going to go home pretty happy, especially the AFC since they won the game.
playing scared.
Alright, that's going to be all for me tonight, man. Thanks for watching. Check out the review. It's in the comments. Yeah, just not really all excited about this game, but I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. I appreciate everybody that came through, but I may be doing guess the score winning prize on this Madden, so y'all stay tuned. All right, man.